Alright, hello everyone. Hello, how are you guys? Okay. So, I don't know how loud I'm being. Let me know if the audio is alright. Oh my god, it is so off-centered. Hello, Tuxic, how are you, honey? I hope you are doing well. Okay, let me take this moment to talk about something. I had the weirdest dream. How was work? It was good. Work itself inside of the building was okay. But yesterday it rained a lot. Like literally the moment I stepped out, I was going to go out of my house. It started to rain heavily, which caused my water bottle to break because it fell off my hand because I had a lot of things in my hand, especially including the umbrella. And the other thing was the novel that I was reading that is in my collection that also fell into a puddle. Thankfully, none of the important pages got ruined, but it basically set the tone for the rest of my night. And it rained all throughout the night, by the way. So many places in my state are flooded now. Not in the state, but like in my area got flooded. And many people were without power. I thankfully did have power, but still. But other than that, it was pretty okay. I finally had a new jacket, so I didn't feel as cold as I normally do, and I also ended up buying, like, a beanie for my ears and hair, because, one, my ears are very sensitive to temperature, so I really needed... I was basically dying before then, and now that I have, a beanie, I can just hide my ears in my beanie, and it's very warm. As for my hair, I'm trying to see if I can take better care of my hair. Because back when I had IRL long hair, my hair ended up getting burnt to a crisp because of how cold it got. Yes, your hair can get cold and it will start getting split ends if you don't like take care of your hair. Apparently that was something I learned recently. So that happened. And last night I had a dream where I was a fish, and I found that there are multiple ways to die as a fish. And I was not an IRL fish, I was a fish in a video game. It was a very weird dream. I don't know why I was a fish. I think I was a sardine of all fishes. And it was weird because, like, for me, I conceive myself as, like, a normal person. But then when you look at it from, like, a third-person point of view, because for some reason I had both points of view, I was a fish. And, frankly, it was very scary. Because I'm like, I don't want to die. But I kept on dying. And it was horrible. And I ended up waking up later than usual because of that. But anyways, how are you guys? Today, we are going to play Bad End Theater. Now this game, becomes fish irony. Yes. The cat has become the prey. The predator becomes the prey. Anyways. My editor warned me about this game because they said I was gonna be very attached or gonna feel very attacked by the game. I don't know how or why, but so you admit to being a cat. No! I am not a catfish! No, I can assure you I am 100% a cat. No fish is involved, and I'm not lying about my appearance. I can assure you that. Anyway, let's get started with the game, shall we? Let me go over here. Where am I? Here we go. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just get the game open. Let me just close Discord. I clicked on the game. It should be opening soon. Oh, there we go. It didn't register the first time. Should, yes. Okay. Let me just... Where is the... No, not display capture. Here we go. Hi, Chibi. How are you, honey? BGM is still fuck. I keep on forgetting to turn it off because the thing is that I can't turn it off in different things. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to uncrop everything. There we go. I'm doing good, just running around the hospital delivering supplies. Okay, be careful! Please be safe! Content warning, gore. If you choose to enter Bad End Theater, you will witness many scenes involving violence, murder, and death. Despite this dark subject matter, the overall tone of my story is meant to be lighthearted. Not too graphic, and never lingering too long in any particular misery. With... No! Joe! Is the music too loud, by the way? Is the game too loud? Let me know. With that said, please exit the theater if you feel overwhelmed by despair. My intention is not to harm, but to entertain. I hope you'll enjoy the show. Signed, your playwright. Just a smidge? Okay, let me just lower the desktop audio a bit. There we go. Welcome to... Hi, Spiral. Hold on, let me lower it. Let me lower it in my volume mixer because for me it's very loud. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Let me raise it a bit. There we go. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. First of all, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, I can't speak. Select whichever doll you like. Human or demon? You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? Attack it. You kill the demon in cold blood. How ruthless. Luckily, we got all the supplies and monetize scamming. I'm gonna lurk while I do another one if I'm not back by the time. I wonder. Okay, thank you so much for coming in, Joe. Take care. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry. The story will not end here. Please don't tell me that Twitch is down. All of a sudden I look over and like my oh no. Oh no, Twitch is down, isn't it? Oh no. I look over and I don't. You'll still be in the compooper. No one comes into the corner of. Okay. Hold on. Oh no, Twitch is down. I went for it, but it's fine now. Okay. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh no. Let me see. Because all of a sudden I didn't see anyone, and I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. Please no, please don't tell me. Okay, there we go. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. You control the demon doll where you're a fierce-looking guy just minding your own business. Well, you interact with the human doll. You both attack each other at once and achieve the worst possible outcome. What an excellent bad ending made possible by your decisions. You'll do well in this theater. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn off each one or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Ooh, okay. Now, try turning the doll's behavior on and off to see different outcomes. Let's see. Mind your own business. Play nice. But it kills you. End tutorial. Okay. Reset the stage. How will you interact with the play nice? You and the demon doll are set aside your differences and become friends. End tutorial. I'm done. Do you understand how to play? Yes. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show! Okay, so we have the hero, we have the maiden, we have... Huh? Oh, Joe! Thank you so much for following! And the Overlord. The Underling and the Overlord. Let's see. I'll be the hero. You are the hero! You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off to your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Flee like a coward. I'm gonna kill them. You make quick work of the vile creatures who fled in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. I mean, they might kill me if I ask them hints. Oh. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyways. The world is much safer with them gone. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all her soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance and a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, what happened to her? You can only see one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her into pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle, unfortunately no sign of the maiden within its walls. I can't speak today. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? I'm gonna raise the gain, there we go. You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape. Bring to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. A failed hero end. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if I choose the other one. Actually, can you guys give me 1 second? I'm getting hungry. I forgot to eat. Give me 1 second, guys. I know I just started the stream, but I'm hungry. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Writer getting ramen to deal with dodgy Twitch, yeah. I didn't get ramen, I got rice and chicken. Hold on, I need to move my microphone away so that way it doesn't, like, okay. Let's see. Okay, I think I can skip this. Feel like a coward. Forgetting your pride. You escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden with on your own. If you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You take your chances at the castle. You're here after all. This is your job. Has been broken. I'm sorry! After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. Okay. Ask if they'll let you in. Let's see. Do I get killed by them? You come up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. At the They just let me in? You're not Kin eats rice and chicken. I am not. I know I'm not. But I'm hungry. And we had leftover rice and chicken at home. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chamber. That was easy. The Overlord's own. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she never really here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever. At least that's what she knows. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. I bet you aren't even a real cat. I am a cat! Don't question my species! How dare you! Let's see. Let's see what happened to the maiden. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You were told that you were fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you were a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. Okay, the desktop audio is off. Tuksik? Tuksik! Nya! Fucking nya! Okay? Nya! You happy? You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone. Very much so. Oh my god. But maybe the demons just haven't given the opportunity. Who knows? You're in church. Oh god. You're in church. You pray to your god asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're just curious as to what the point of it is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Hi, my name is the maiden. I'm come here to die. You tell the maiden your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting a lot. How painful. The maiden's story is fuck around and find out. Well, I died, apparently. That's what happened to me. The plan of yours was completely stupid, you think? Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault, trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Consumed maiden, and, well, that's one way to die. Okay, let's see what happens if I call for help. Hold on. Shout for a hero to come save you. You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot! How painful! To prepare, maiden. Fried is pretty. Oh my god! Okay. Let's see the underling. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing alone in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. Hold on. She gives you an earful about responsibility and questioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. Wow, what a bitch. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she is some kind of snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow her, why not? No! You're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them that you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. They kind of look like characters from Homestuck a bit. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along to the path to the near human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. Consider your options. Don't say the H word. What H word? Gobble her up. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without as much as a second thought. I feel quite proud of that. The one that ends in ohms. Actually, that was my first role in voice acting. I kind of auditioned for a role where in a fan Homestuck game. I voiced as the very shy character. Nothing came from that project though. Other humans will surely praise you with curses if they were to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Jeez. I don't know what character that is. It's from, I forgot the name of it. Vast Error. I voiced as Sova, but nothing ever came from that project, unfortunately. And it's been 2 years. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. People are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your... Oh, there's the hero. Your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtains close. Prefer more underling end, okay? The hero kinda hot. Not my type. To be honest, the hero, not my type. Okay. Oh, hungry and disloyal, okay. I'm gonna see what happens if I choose the same. I'm gay. I mean, you're not wrong, Tuxic. You're not wrong. Let's see what happens if I change my mind. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you'd commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. This little day has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle thinking you'll take a nap. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. Oh, he wears a belt on his head? I think that's his hair. Oh, you mean the hero. They're kind of eager to talk to you about the whole kill the Overlord plan. You admit you haven't had much thought of it, and only just now remembered it was a thing. Your friends question your loyalty to the cause. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You tell them you were just joking and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Whether you actually might feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd end up on the wrong side of things. Why is the Overlord just me? Oh. And if the assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. Not gonna lie, this demon kinda hot. You guys can't see, but I'm looking at like the female demon in front of the underling. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea of how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. What the fuck? What do you know about guidance, bro? There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on. And while showy dads make a revolution a heck a lot more fun, that's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap, like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks peaceful. Time to die! You figure out the cleanest way to do this would be dig your claws into her throat. So you do just that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself that it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself be killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased, only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. A guy dance isn't that different from a girl dance. You are now the ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had to betrayed your overlord. Oh god, that is a good but also bad ending, because yeah, you're the overlord, but now you're living in fear that they might do the same to you. Okay. Oh, we have a new word. Okay. Coward. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna choose the other option and chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave, but your friend's blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. But it seems that to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them that this is pretty fucked up and ask to be let out. The ruler stirs in bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. You scramble to the overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes will bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. Oh, they're burning everything. It doesn't take you long to realize that they set the room on fire. You hear the overlord trying to get the door to open, but to no avail. You're both trapped. Isn't there a window? Do you guys not have a window in that room? Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the overlord burn together. Cowardly underling ending. Can you fly? I mean, I would expect there to be like at least a window and them having to like find some way to get down from there. Okay. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. This is your third response. Faithful underling end. Holy shit! And overling killed the traitors. That's probably in the overlord route. Right now I'm doing the underling. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she's started to talk to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which always confused you. Because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to have their own, to each have their own language? That is a very good point. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you hear is that she wants you to take her to the overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better than to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the overlord. The overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you listen to her from now on. Oh, she's nice! That's nice! Oh, I just noticed that she has a heart over here. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends were considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and you say, "That was a joke, of course!" She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's not. Serious about the whole thing? You're actually cool with the status quo after all. Life must be dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably. There's nothing to do. Yeah, there's not. But don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. Okay, I'm just gonna have him die. Okay. So now we have these three. Actually, since the maiden is alive, let me see. After a long walk to the castle, you're introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently not told to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she leaves them off easy. The underling is dismissed and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. Okay. Sorry, I had to blow my nose for a bit. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she's never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it really doesn't seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you again and again you should get lost. How rude! You just got here! Okay, time to go. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle's like right there? You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him, imagining learning how to be kidnapped. Yes. She's like, "Hey, can you please kidnap me?" And the person's like, "No! Why would I? Leave!" The hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you're brainwashed by the demons. What nerve! You're very upset that the so-called hero would treat you this way, and leave in a huff. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions and you tell them your story. As you explain, the Overlord has never had any intentions to harm anyone here. You notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. Oh, the music. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could have not possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. I mean... She did, if they're nice. What the heck? They have a lot of prejudice. What is this? You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't horrible creatures we know them to be, they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? They've never heard about Girlbot, yep. Or Susato. Mr. Naruhodo, why is everyone afraid of me? You wonder how you missed that before. You are seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling you for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. You wonder, how could it be would it be better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voice of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so sorry. Executed Maiden End. Okay. How many endings have I had? 41?! Okay. So we're gonna be here for a while, everyone. So far it seems like the only demons that haven't been murderous so far. Let me see the hero. Believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They've all been so worried they praise you for your bravery. Street, there is nothing to be rescued in the first place. Explanation, you politely inform them that this isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. Which is in capturing maidens. The villagers turn to you in disbelief. They aren't so about insistent.
Silence, Bottom.
I'm narrating, Gold! What the fuck? How dare you tell me to silence it? I'm not a bottom! How dare you? I am not a fucking bottom! You don't... Yes, you are. I am not a bottom. What about me says I'm a bottom? What the fuck, Gold? And thank you, Tuxic. You've literally told me you are. I said I'm a switch. I am not a bottom. Switches are... You've admitted it. I said I'm a switch. I am not a bottom. But to placate these fair citizens, you volunteered to speak to the demons personally, just in case. Okay, but you have bottom elements. I have bottom elements, but that doesn't mean I am a bottom. That's completely different. Bottoms mean that you are 100% a bottom. I am not 100% a bottom. I am a switch. That's completely different. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or any of the sort. Trying to believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. Oh, they're gonna kill her. Well, okay, you're a switch, but you have bottom up. Gold, we will explain when you are older. Oh my god, Tuxic. It's the crowd that she's obviously a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting for you to hunt her down and a demon, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up for you to catch up to her. And talk to the... Oh. You're half bottom, so it counts in my eyes. That doesn't count! Just because it quote-unquote counts in your eyes doesn't mean that it 100% counts, Gold. That's not how things work! Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the laundry real quick. Okay, there we go. Let me just set the timer for 1 hour. There we go. Oh shit! I accidentally hit skip. It's up for you to catch her. So toward the urban's dark and as you enter the demon territory. Evil miasma? No, you realize it's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks. The Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You've only taken eye of the maiden for 1 second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to this castle, but the smoke is so thick. It's so thick now, you think of turning back. The maiden might need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. Could she be lying to you all along? Was this a trap? Could it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No, going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them that there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander Hero and A. Okay. Play like a coward. She can't be trusted. Demons are evil. She would lie to you. She's bound to the wooden stake. The crowd is in frenzy. Smoke begins to rise, and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. Oh my god! Ah! That upsets me so much. No! She seemed nice, though, you think. But even comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator Hero and A. Okay. Let's see what happens if I choose obedient. Like, if the maiden isn't obedient here. Actually, let me see what happens if she isn't obedient in her own story. Hold on. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize that they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after him. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the demons to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. Maybe everything I've said was just to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be a super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think as this place is far more interesting the way things are back at home. You kind of like being not told to expect humans to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Oh, they're gay. They are gay. Let's go. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see, oh, he's here. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to anything horrible consequences. You apologize for causing terrible, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone news of your safety. The ruler allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle's engulfed in flames. Did the Overlord sleep within that time that they were walking there? She's like, well, time to take a nap. Fell asleep. And now her entire castle is in flames. What is this? What is this? Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head toward the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord? If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is the exact kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Selfless Maiden NB. Oh god, this hurts my heart. Okay. So, I have played this before. I know how it ends. I know what the ending is. I'm playing this and the connections I'm making in my brain are literally hurting my heart. And I'm just like, oh shit, because I studied a lot of film theory and like film analysis or audio visual media analysis. And just seeing this really hurts my heart when you know like the connection between this and like the true ending. Oh, I'm gonna cry. No. This is just hurting me so much. It's just hurting me. Okay. Let me see if there's another like okay. Is it the same for him? On volition. Conversation, but she's been really quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks and you turn to ask what the deal is. Oh no. The Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. Can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in and you follow to try and stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them that there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Okay. Let me see what happens if, like... Dutiful. Two stood in your way. No much sorrow. Dutiful. A game that is nothing but bad ends, huh? Yup. This is just hurting my soul. I get sad so easily. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord just as you suspected. Look at each other in surprising confusion. There's no time to hesitate. Ask the maiden what's going on. Is the story's good? It's pretty good. Yeah, the story is good. She explains that she came here on her... The way that she's looking at you, she's terrified. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks you why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door. To see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. I'm gonna stab her. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it after slight hesitation. She might be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased at what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You remembered the generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero end. She wasn't happy. The villager was not happy. Let's see the maiden's side. How are you, by the way? I am good. How are you, Omnibus? It's good to see you here. Honestly, you've kept here, but you feel better if a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible must have happened. The hero suddenly dashes toward the Overlord, sword drawn. Do nothing. The hero's blade pierces the Overlord. She lets out a horrible scream. You flinch. The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles, holds out his hand to you, saying that it's time to go home. To see what this game was about and enjoy your company. Oh, that is so nice of you, Omnibus. It's always nice to have you here. It's good to see you. His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. Aww. Hold on, where's my button? Hold on. E. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? You exit the castle and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Complacent maiden end. Okay, we haven't done the Overlord's part of the story yet, but I want to see what happens if she's a martyr. Refuse to leave. Protect her. You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny. It's funny, you think. You never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You are glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. Sure, friend! Sacrificial maiden end. Okay. Oh boy! Okay. So we have all of the words for the hero. I should try this game out. You should. It's really good. It's really good. It also, like, you can also, like, choose, like, how your characters want to be. It's really good. Let me see how many bad ends I have. I have 5 for the hero, 5 for the maiden, 4 for the underling, and 0 for the overlord. Let's see. You are the— oh, hello. I wasn't expecting this image of the overlord to pop up. You are the overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Too bad for the overlord, I see. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called hero whose whole purpose in life is to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the role, to the whole overlord thing. If you're quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walk into the room, totally interrupting your thoughts and about how awesome you are. Oh my god. Hold on. They're seriously saying about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time. Especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way that they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Time to get back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you. I love how they gave them, like, them pronouns for the underling. I like that. Oh no, did Twitch go down again? Oh no! Please, I just want to stream. I just want to stream Twitch. Please. Please stop crashing, Twitch. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. Oh, that lecturing makes you want to take a nap. You fell asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told the underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. It was like they took the unauthorized break away from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you've never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside just looking as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked with you without content. You wonder what to say. Go home! You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here would definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also want to leave her and her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not all what she expected them to be. You are glad she seems to have an open mind about these things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We're very grateful. You're surprised to hear thank you. You're always thought humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always being killed despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying that she wouldn't mind being captured here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. They're gay! Ah, I love it! You can't tell if she's into you or not. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her that it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. I love how they make him very evil in this perspective. That's the way that they make you look at different perspectives is so good. My god, I love it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room, but he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces, all strewn about your castle, has really taken it out of you. The hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was no harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? The maiden shouts something behind you, and you turn just to see her throw herself between you and the hero's blade. It pierces her chest, and she falls to the floor lifeless. As the pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken everyone from you now. You lose control, and the hero is obliterated. But your hatred for the humans has not yet been sated. You go on to destroy them all, and become the ruler of this entire world. Hi, Toadate! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! Vengeful Overlord. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if, okay, hold on. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot to take off Martyr. Whoops. I'm just gonna click through everything. You felt a sharp pain through your back. You looked down to see a blade protruding from your chest. That was careless of you. So this is how you die. Stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right. Humans can't be trusted. None of this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. As you watch as the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses he'd left in his wake. Captured by a demon. At least she got what she came here for. You join your army in eternal slumber. Holy shit, that hurt me. That hurt me so much. Oh no. Okay. Let me see what happens if I tell her to stay. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are all not what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kinds of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans as to not agitate them and get heroes sent after you. But this maiden is different. Okay, is this the same? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me see what happens if I take off heroic. The hero starts blabbing insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing. But you are far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You have had it with these humans, always murdering your servants for no reason. You no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. The Overlord has walked past the hero and into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene she's left for her. The Overlord tears at the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you've been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow manage to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. You are the hero. Let's see. This is all just a big misunderstanding. You hope that she'll let this whole thing slide if you explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears your part and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserved this. You did! Let me see something real quick. You tell them to take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me see what happens if I make him not dutiful. It's time. It's a hero. He was apparently searching who was captured by your kind. Confusing feelings well up in your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take the maiden away from you. Let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while, until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed in flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking this door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being observed? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards! You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Burnt Overlord end. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have possessive. Okay. Ah! Sorry. I had to stretch. Keep her here. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her her wish. Did you need to scream too? Yes, because whenever I stretch, it is so painful that I need to scream. You tell the hero that you won't let her take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Selfish Overlord end. Okay. Let's see. You are a maiden. Oh shit! When a cry out but the screams catches your throat, you watch because you can't look away. Has she really been like? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord is a horrible way like this. It was your destiny after all. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means. But there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Capture Maiden and A. So is there a Capture Maiden and B? Let's see what happens if I put disloyal. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting at each other over now, and it's very annoying. You yell at all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep all of you in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. That is a mood! That is a mood right there. A group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you die. Burned alive in your own room by those who you thought you could trust. This is dark. Oh my god. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that she has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those betrayed, but the underling those betrayers blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing that they'd be killed if they took your side. They cried that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost felt sorry for them. Take retribution. You pierce their chest with your claws. They scream. The hero backs away. He is wise not to interfere. They stopped moving, but you keep digging and twisting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Spiteful Overlord End. Okay. Forgive them. You release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You all burn together. True end. What's good, writer? Hi, Javi. Hi, honey. How are you? I'm good. How about you? I love this game. Ooh, okay. Have you played it before? Did you play all of the endings? Before you're taken to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. True end, you say to yourself. But what's the point of all my effort if the true end is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. I have. Okay. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you shouldn't have been aware of what you'd be shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've said quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. It's playing up for me. Be right back. Oh no! Twitch, why? This is the second time this week. No. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater. My lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. Welcome back. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. Is this your first play? You mean my first playthrough of this? I've already got, like, a lot of the endings throughout, like, this stream. Let's see. I have 7 of the Overlord's endings. I'm missing... Oh, apparently I'm missing 2. I'm guessing... Okay. Let's see. Tyrant, hungry, dutiful. Okay. You wake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding to return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. I can't speak. With his decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These were your thoughts as you were swallowed by darkness. Conquered Overlord End. Okay. I am missing 2 endings for the Overlord. Let's see. Okay. Hungry, dutiful. Okay. Three hours, you're waking up by sounds of a battle. You emerge from your room to find that the hero was slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Avenge your fallen comrades. What does this guy think he is, coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac? What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard, who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. Kinda liked that guard. You wish with all your demon heart this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you, but there's no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Victorious underling end. Okay. Do do do. 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 Let me see what happens if I did this. I nearly pressed exit theater. Whoopsie! I nearly pressed exit theater. I did not want that to happen. Let's see. Okay, so I need to be diplomatic. Okay, so... Oh wait, did I forget to put the maiden? Fuck! Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so it needs to be a martyr. So here, diplomatic, possessive, okay. So let me see. Play like a coward. Diplomatic. Fuck! That's not what I wanted! Flee like a coward. Ask if they'll let you in. Ask the maiden what's going on. But the overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. Oh god, hold on. I drank water and it went down the wrong pipe. Ow, that hurt. Assume she's evil, you'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. How horrible. Yeah, wrong too. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wishes for the maiden to sound make it out of this alive. Naive hero end. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Okay. So line 0, overlord is upset. Heroic, martyr. Okay. Full, heroic. Martyr. Let's see. Swell guy. Kill everyone! Let's kill everyone! Stab the Overlord where you can. You plunge forward to end the foot, but your blade pierces the maiden instead. She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you with vengeful rage. You parry, and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look down to the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to your town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Loyal hero end. Okay. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. No! Let's see. Okay. Dutiful. Okay, so tyrant, disloyal, hungry, dutiful. Okay. Save yourself. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee from this castle, until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life far away from any humans, where you'll live peacefully alone in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Oh, I want to hug the underling. The underling deserves all the love. He deserves all the pets. Let's see. Am I missing a word? I am missing a word. Okay. How do I get that word is my question. Okay. Granted a day off. Disloyal. Antisocial. Obedient. Trusting. Okay. Trusting. Obedient. Antisocial. Let's see. Into the day off. Okay, so he is disloyal. Merciful. Okay. Unless I go here. Trusting. Blank. So let me see. Tell her to quit yelling. Let's overthrow the demon lord. Wait, what? Toss her in the dungeon? You and your friend seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make it feel more spooky. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in her cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived to the front gates. He's asking you about a maiden, perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper must have seen everything. Tells the hero exactly what happened. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells, prepare to face justice, and other such cliche hero lines. before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. You're small compared with the other lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. What are you doing? Can't you tell this was a duel? He didn't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her, whip out her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive after coming after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who manages to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You're the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. Oh god. Let's see. Okay, I get the day off. Oh, wait. Okay, so antisocial, obedient, trusting, disloyal, captor. Okay. They lock her up? So demons really are true. Okay. Okay, so you ask the demons if they've seen the maiden. They have. They inform you that she's being held in the dungeon at the moment. She trusts them, and in return they lock her up? So demons really are true evil beings after all. You demand that they take you to her, but they do not let you pass. You should have expected much from these unreasonable creatures. You know what you must do. You thrust your blade through the demon before you can rush the castle alone. You're the only one who can save the maiden now. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky hero end. Okay. Let's see how I can get all the hero ends. Is the maiden missing a word? She is. Let's see. You did it. Hey! Do you have a favorite ending, or is it too early to decide? Oh my god. Ugh. Let's see. Obedient. I feel like this is okay. Trusting. So let's see. Antisocial, obedient, trusting. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with this. Okay. Hi, Omnibus. Okay. Hey, wonderful people, I make my return. Welcome back, Joe! Hello, hello! She squints at you. Obey her. Hi again, Twitch died for some reason. Yeah, Twitch is dying a lot today. And it's making me very sad. Because it died, like, I think 2 days ago? Like, the day before yesterday? And I'm like, oh, that's a one-time thing. It won't happen again this week. It happened again this week. It happened today. She said, you seem to believe. You play this area? Yeah, Twitch has been having a lot of these couple of weeks. It happened 1.5 hours too. Seemed to be a continuous thing. Twitch, what the fuck? Do I have to switch platforms now? I don't want to. Leave on your own. Leaving the hero behind. Could have happened. It's first, okay. Grab the hero and run. Doesn't trust you. I feel that so hard. You grab the hero by the wrist before anyone stops you. It has new policies that are beyond annoying. Do you want to know what's funny? I used to be on Facebook Gaming before coming to Twitch. And I'm like, hey, it's been like 1 year since I've been on Twitch. And I'm like, do I have to go back to Facebook Gaming? Please don't tell me I do. It appears to be fire. Is the Overlord alright? You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. How is Facebook Gaming, if you don't mind me asking? Facebook Gaming is okay. Like when I played it. Oh, I got all of them. Let's go. I didn't realize I got the last word. Whoopsie. Like when like the thing is that it's kind of harder to get more viewers on Facebook Gaming because people don't think of Facebook when they think of streaming games. So a lot of the time I would be having 0 viewers longer than I did when I started Twitch. When I started Twitch, I would have 0 viewers at least for like maybe like the first maybe 2 or 3 weeks of streaming. So it took me a while, but Facebook Gaming it took you a lot longer to have like viewers, and most of the viewers were people I had as friends on Facebook. So growth on Facebook Gaming is really difficult. There are successful streamers on Facebook Gaming, but it's not exactly my favorite platform when it comes to gaming. And plus, the how can I say this? The copyright things are a lot stricter on Facebook Gaming because I was once playing a game on Facebook Gaming and I got copyrighted for someone that supposedly wrote the music of a game, even though the writers of the game were different from the person who was saying that it was by them. So it's weird. It's weird. Let's see. I want to get all the hero endings. Let's see. So, resolute, disloyal. So let me see. It's because this one. Okay, let me see. Cyberpunk has a setting to remove DMCA music because you would get DMCA for playing their game. Let me see. Oh, have I not gotten the true ending for the maiden yet? Oh, okay. Let me see. Diplomatic, disloyal. Let's see. Overlord, antisocial, diplomatic, disloyal, merciful. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the overlord! You have to warn her! But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think? What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The heroes have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from the 4 barges in, calling you a liar. Me, don't tell me what I think. I know what I think. Even if I think nothing, cause I smooth brain. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seem so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only I'd ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you just pretended not to hear them, if you had left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must! The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor little thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are all consumed by flames. Devout Maiden End. Do 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 do. Okay. Since I have these 2 left, I have 3 here, I have 3 here, and I have 2 here. I'm gonna go for the hero's ending first. Let's see. So he has to just be diplomatic. Estimating what's going on. Okay. So basically this is just her putting the claws in, and she's just like praying, and everyone gets put into flames. Got it. I would read everything, but the thing is that my throat's hurting. We're almost done. We have 32 out of 41, which is good. Okay. 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 To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You'll all burn together. Hero's true end. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what it makes it true. You couldn't resist singing for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what would happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 1. Ooh, okay. Oh. My love. It just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this. It's unreasonable. Cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write. And I'll keep writing. Until the day you find me once more. And then maybe we could write a story together. I'll be waiting for that day. Forever yours, Tragedy. Fuck my heart! Ow! Okay, how do I get the meeting in? Okay, let's see. Oh god, that hurt my heart! Okay, let's see. Antisocial. Okay, I have to be obedient, trusting, disloyal, and captor. Let's see if he's just disloyal. So I have to be just obedient. So he has to be trusting and antisocial. Okay. So obedient. Leave on your own. On assassinating the demon lord, they immediately notice you overheard him. The underling you recognize from before is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be! They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret ever having trusted the demons. You die instantly. Slaughtered Maidenhead! Okay. Okay, so I have to choose captor next. Okay. Obedient. Leave on your own. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. Oh, and decide to lock you in the dungeon before you can cause any trouble. You cry out, the demons ignore your protest. You can't believe you escaped possibly thrown in a cell back in your village, only to be tossed in an awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to keep those demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You're sure you can't. You hear the sounds of a battle going through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Ouch! Okay. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. We have one more ending to go. So let's see how we get that. So that would be the true route, right? So that would be antisocial, dutiful, no. Antisocial, diplomatic, disloyal, merciful. Oh shit! Can't end like this. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I didn't read that last part. Shit. Okay. Refuse to leave. I'm just gonna click because I don't want to accidentally skip any text. Behind pounds. Spares the underling. You feel relief, but doesn't make any difference. You'll all burn together. Keep collecting bad endings for now. Okay. Let's read the second one. My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I've opened up my own theater. You would be so proud. If only you could see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be on my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it, wherever you are. Forever yours, Tragedy. Oh shit, okay. So we got first letter, I'm guessing. Okay, let's see. Disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. Okay, let's see. The Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figured this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Heroic underling end. Okay. Let's see, what next? Maiden, disloyal, antisocial, obedient, trusting. Resolute. Okay, so let's see. Resolute, diplomatic. What was it again? Let's see. So I have to be disloyal. Okay, hers is antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute. So resolute, obedient, trusting, antisocial. Antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute. Trusting, obedience, resolute, antisocial. Okay. So you're making a scene based on the path you want to take, basically. Let's see. Tell her to quit yelling. Disloyal. There we go. Your noise take turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. I'm almost done with all the endings. There are 41 endings to this, apparently. They take off into the castle. They are headed into the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord would kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea, that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitor's friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the two humans. Then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure that they would have killed you if you sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Traitor underling ending. Okay. So if she were merciful, then probably we would get a different ending. Okay. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you just gone one dead end to another. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. I like that there's a code to this whole thing. Yep. You'd all burn together. Underling's true end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 3. Okay, so that means we just need the Overlord's end. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't been exactly kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. I can't read. Despite that, you always listen to the very end. I'm grateful for that. Hope to see you again soon. Forever yours, Tragedy. Okay. Let's see about the Overlord. Okay, so we need to go these two endings. So that would be... Oh, I have to do the Tyrant round. Okay. Okay, so Tyrant... Hungry. Oh, wait, no, not Tyrant. Yeah, Tyrant. Hungry. I awaken. So he has to be disloyal. So Tyrant, hungry, disloyal, trusting. But first we're gonna do without him, so... You're awakened by one of your underlings. They brought you a hero who inquires about a missing maiden. You tell him you don't know anything. Humans never really visit this place. He believes you and goes home. To your surprise, you figured he might try to fight you, but you're glad you get back to your nap instead. Until you wake up to something completely unexpected. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out! You try to struggle, but you can tell you've already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of thing? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated Overlord end. So now he has to be trusting. One of your underlings, you're a missing maiden. You tell him you don't never really visit this place. He believes you, but you're glad to get back to your nap instead. Okay. What exactly am I supposed to do different to get the last ending? Unless, oh. Okay, hold on. Unless the maiden is supposed to be alive. Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, so... I'm actually not gonna have her be a tyrant. I will make her antisocial. The last story arc, yep. Okay, so let me see. Day off, antisocial, obedient. So the maiden has to be obedient. Overlord awakens, disloyal, trusting. Okay. So, grant them the day off. Antisocial. But you don't get to rest for very long. You wake up to the sounds of battle. A hero's cutting through your army! As the Overlord, it's your job to take charge in these kinds of situations. You rush out to end this hero's pitiful existence. Vile demons! I should not have believed you for a second that you were anything but pure evil. I'll exterminate you all! You don't really get what he's going on about, but you engage regardless. A girl's gotta defend her people. You clash again and again, but the hero isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health, waiting for the other to make a move, when one of your underlings appears behind him. They knock down the hero unconscious. You kind of appreciate, but can't they see this was a clue? They don't respond. You sense a murderous intent. Your servant tackles you, ripping you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You have been slayed by your own underling. Betrayed Overlord and A. A letter flutters down from the curtain. You've lost letter number 4. Okay, so we got all the endings. Let's see. My love, do you remember when we first met? I had just finished one of my scripts, one I was quite proud of. In fact, as I read it aloud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude. You wouldn't accept any of my justifications, and yet you managed to convince me. It really would be better if everyone could live in harmony. However unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day. Even now, I wonder if somewhere you're thinking of it too. Forever yours, Tragedy. Congratulations, you've explored every path I had to offer. Thanks for playing. There we go. I knew there was more to this. It felt something felt off, to be honest. It can't end like this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? There's nothing you can do by acting from within their story. Maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Oh shit. On fire? Oh god. Underling is burning. The hero's burning. The maiden is burning. Oh god. Okay! You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that, but What's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you. But why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, the maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi, guys! You smiled awkwardly and introduced yourself. The maiden is first to respond. My prayers have been answered! You must be her god? No, you're merely the prayer. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the true ending must be. No. Enough of this. I have admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How passé. You watched helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way onto the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send them back to relive one of their bad endings, right? You're alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of these bad endings. Then, frankly, you never should have come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. That's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this doesn't sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God! The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? Will you fight against tragedy itself? Bro, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try again. You're right. Just how overclassed you are here. Heartache. You witnessed all 41 of my painstakingly crafted endings. You must be as much of a masochist as me. I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Summon. You find the hero in this home, hunched over a sewing table. Sewing table, not sewing, sewing. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that, no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way that the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that, yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero. Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived! We I couldn't have a final boss without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Justice. To fight tragedy. That justice applies to you, does it not? Will you pay for your own misdeeds? Willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Summon. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting the demon. Perfect timing, she approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that, no, you're a traveler. Well, maybe you are in a sense, you've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring out. She is the catalyst of the story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is she really is hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. Ah, yes. Something I felt before I went to college. My life would simply be resolved for me going to college. Everything will go into place. I would get a job, get married, and then happily ever after. I went through grad school. I still don't know what I'm doing. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find that fulfillment, then please, guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. What is this horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. This tragedy is really such a terrible thing to behold. I remember you. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Kindness. The maiden tries to appeal to tragedy with kindness. So naive. I'll balance your kindness with my cruelty. Hope. Our true endings do exist. They simply must exist. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Time to summon. Oh, it's the underling. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. You're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that, no, you're not an intruder. Although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy. Okay, try to save me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling would now fight alongside you. What the fuck? Why didn't you say anything about a boss battle? The underling. You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally. Huh. If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Mischief. The underling tries to evade tragedy through mischievous means. You're so much fun. Would you like a reminder of where that mischief will lead you? Tenacity. Knock me down, and I'll come back stronger! Underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. So now it's time to summon the Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His request for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she actually must be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. I see. So this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord! I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die! I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combinations of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me! Brutality. The Overlord tries to fight tragedy with her sheer brutality. Oh, has violence really been working out for you so far? I'll show you my own brutality. I kind of wonder what happens if I die here. Hold on. Can I save? There we go. No. Return. Your HP has run out. You are overcome by tragedy. If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. You'll be able to reach this path through the maiden's true end. I'll be waiting. Your bad end. Reset the stage. Or I can load. Hey! Okay, so it would be ambition. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim toward your best possible futures. You all unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. You've done it! You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, hero. Thank you, maiden. Thank you, underling. As themselves, I love it. Thank you, overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Written and produced by Tragedy. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Directed by you. Oh, I was the director. Okay. Yes, my Bad Ends Theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted you to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it, I wonder? No. Well, I did my best.
Is that your final answer?
Tooksic, I fucking hate you. That scared me. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. Love you too, writer. Really. Love you too, writer. Aww. Oh, there he is, sewing. Oh, he's a show boy! Oh, he's so... Oh my god, the hero is so happy. Oh no, he's a model! Why does it look like they're knowing their father? Oh, they ended together! That is so cute! Okay. Yes. Also, I will be, I'm hearing this song. I kind of want to do a cover of it. I want to do a cover of it. Oh my god, I love this. Did you catch the epilogue? Octo distracted me. Octo, why? No, I don't think I... Ha! Ha! Something's missing. Oh, you're still here. The curtains has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell after all. Ask Tragedy its story. Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater? Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. Remove the mask. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart in your hands, revealing... I should have warned you. This might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the maiden's. I'm not her, but it's like she isn't me, necessarily. That's how that's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear, not an under-ending, but the truth? Tell me. Alright. One last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone. Another girl. A funny thing, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord. The two were inseparable, and for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That is the reality for many. This pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. We used to like the type of stories where love conquers all, where the strength of your love will pull through any hardship, and everything is okay in the end. I lost her, and then I started this theater. But the story does have a happy ending. Huh? I was hoping to find you. It's you! It's been so long. It's been so long. I never thought I'd see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You know I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too. Now, truly everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. God! My heart! Ugh. Bed and theater is closed. Okay. Fuck my heart. Okay, the reason why this has... Okay, I can see why my editor told me that this would have an effect on me. My editor knows what happened to me in my past. For those of you who don't know, I am queer. It's no like surprise to anything. I am asexual, but I also feel romantic. I am romantically attracted to men and women. And in high school, there was this one girl that I used to date, but the moment her mom found out about us, she went to the principal's office, and I we were forced to break up. And that was not only heartbreaking, not only was it traumatic for the both of us, it was also very heartbreaking. So, it was also how I was forced to come out of the closet to my family because they didn't know either. Especially since I have an uncle who's a Catholic priest. So, it was not a fun time. And just seeing this kind of it kind of brought those memories back. And, oh. Shit. I'm fine. But this game was really good. I'm really happy that I got to play this. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. God, this game was really good. I'm really happy I got to play it. Very feeling inducing. Especially if you've been through this more or less the same things. Oh God. Anyways, let me, since I finished the game, I should probably check to see who I can raid. Oh, Sousa's streaming right now. I have no, but you can tell the heart really went to it, yeah. You can tell that so much emotion came into this. Oh God, fuck, no joke, I want to cry a lot right now, but I can't because I'm on stream. Oh God, okay. Alright, so tomorrow I'm also gonna be streaming another gay game. Great. I'm gonna be streaming a game tomorrow. Let me see. What's the name of it? I forgot. I will be playing Kiss the Demiurge tomorrow. As well as, I think Saturday, I don't know if tomorrow I'm doing my Work With Me stream, or if it's on Saturday that I'm gonna be playing Kiss the Demiurge. One or the other. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow and Saturday. That's basically the gist of it. Thank you, Tuxic, for the help. For the hug. I really appreciate it. But yeah, oh, Sylaps is also streaming as well. I should probably raid Sylaps, probably. But yeah, that's gonna be all from me for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be, you know what, I'll be raiding Sylaps, why not? This is gonna be the message. That invasion, hold on, let me fix that. Ramen invasion, there we go. That's the raid message. So let me just raid. Alright, so that will be all from me for today, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Javi.